Hello, Frenzy. My name is Kate Shark, and welcome back to Rosewater. Happy Pride! And as always, for this month of June, we are trying to lift small queer-owned small businesses. So, if you have recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. Also, check out the Queer Liberation Library. I promoted them a lot last year, and I plan to do so again this year, obviously. So definitely check them out as well. Not to mention your local library. So they're always a great way to get plenty of resources, and there's all kinds of things you can do there. So definitely check out and utilize it. That being said, we're going to continue on because we have still got a while before we hit El Presidio, or whatever the hell this place is called. Yeah, see, because we're not even halfway there. How long is this going to take? I didn't realize how much of this would be on the road. But whatever. Anywho,
Hey, Danny, let's talk.
Sure.
So did you get PD's memorial sorted out?
Yeah, I think so. It was hard saying goodbye, but I needed to do it.
Goodbyes aren't easy. Never quite got the hang of them myself.
No?
I don't like to stick around in one place too long, so eventually I just move on. Figure I'll be back around again sometime later. But you don't always get another chance for a proper farewell.
Well, I hope you're not planning on leaving us just yet.
Nah, I like to finish what I start. How about that Trapper family, huh?
It's nice to see good people like that out here in the wilderness. Pretty easy to get jaded and expect nothing but bandits and mountebanks, you know?
oh cool, you can go up here and check. I didn't know
Hey,
that.
Miss Johnson?
What is it?
How's our newest traveling companion?
Lisa Lou's doing just fine. Likes the wind on her face.
Sure has been a journey so far, hasn't it?
Sure has. Enjoy it while it lasts. Once we get to the mountains, it's gonna get a lot less smooth.
That Trapper family was nice, wouldn't you say?
Sure. Didn't rob or kill us. Suppose that does pass for nice out here.
I'll let you get back to driving.
Good.
She's gotta call me
The
here.
wagon is slowing down again.
See anything out there, Danny?
Yeah, this is a small building.
Let's go take a look.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Engine's running hot. I'm giving it a rest. We set off again in half an hour.
I'm going to see what's happening over at that shack. You want to come, Jake?
Oh, you go on, Danny. I wanted to have a word with Miss Johnson.
Oh, okay.
I will accompany you.
As will I.
Harley?
Go on, I'll be along in a minute.
Okay.
They're having a private conversation.
Then why didn't I just go with them?
Sorry, mon cher. It seems fortune was not on your side.
Oh, shoot.
Hi there.
Bonjour. Welcome. I am Lady Tichet. Are you interested in taking my little challenge?
Challenge.
So what's the challenge exactly?
But it is quite simple. I bet you 1 crown I can read your mind.
Okay. How does it work?
I shall lay 9 cards out on the table, then avert my gaze. You pick one of the cards, then place the rest into the box over there. Once that is done, I will tell you which card you are holding. If I am wrong, which I sometimes am, you win double your money. Interested?
Right. I want to see this. Let's play.
1 crown, please.
I'm going to go with a ship.
All done?
Yup.
All right. Give me 1 moment. I sense that you have drawn the cat.
Ha! You're wrong.
Impossible. Show me your card.
I almost
see.
picked the cat too.
No matter. How How about we try again, but this time raise the stakes. 2 crowns to start, 4 for you if I cannot guess.
The odds seem good. Ready.
Okay. I should pick the cat, but I have a feeling she's gonna think I picked the cat because let's see what happens now.
Let me see. I sense that you have drawn the pass.
Wrong again.
Merde! You have an unusually powerful mind.
Shit, I know that word.
Will you indulge me in trying a third time? Double or nothing?
What did I pick? The mirror?
Prepare to lose.
Okay. So this time, I'm going to pick. We'll see what happens. I don't know if this is just luck or what.
You have your card?
Yep.
Duh.
Let's see. I sense that you have drawn the cat.
Damn it.
Damn.
Oh, I am so sorry. It's
I knew what was going to happen if I picked the cat.
I'm leaving.
May
Okay. I meant to talk to him.
Hey, Danny? Why so glum?
She cleaned me out. And after I was doing so well. There must be some trick.
It's gotta
I just
be.
wish
I
I
should-
could figure out what it is.
How did she clean you out?
I don't know. It all happened so fast. I was picking the right cards, and then my luck shifted. Next thing I knew, she was guessing everything right, and I was out of the few crowns I had.
I should have talked to him before.
What are you up to, Nadine?
I've just been observing that woman. She doesn't seem trustworthy.
Geez, it's really telling if you think she's untrustworthy.
What do you mean?
Just that you always seem to see the good in people.
Of course. We are imperfect, so we cannot judge. But this woman is up to something. I just don't quite know what.
What's going on, Phil?
Poor Danny seems upset about losing, but it serves him right for listening to a swindler. Everyone knows these things are rigged.
What's going on, Phil?
Poor Danny.
I would keep my eye
Lady Tichet, mind reader. Take the challenge. Right.
Oh my.
Hello again.
Hello. Would you
Let's be honest here. You aren't really a mind reader. What's the trick?
No trick, madame. I have been blessed with a gift.
Oh yeah? Then what number am I thinking of right now?
Those without the sight are so quick to mock and doubt. If you wish to see my gift in action, you need only accept my challenge.
I'm leaving.
May 1st.
There's gotta be something. What it is, I don't. Oh, god dang it, I keep doing that.
It's addressed to the widow.
Oh, that's right, that's because he wanted me to do that. Oh, where'd he go?
Miss Johnson,
What is it?
where'd Jake go?
Back in the wagon. Said he was taking a nap.
What was Jake so keen to talk about?
That ain't none of your business, Leger.
That's fair.
And I'll thank you not to stick your nose in again.
Are the engines cooled off yet?
They are. Ready to go?
Almost. I'll be ready in a few.
Fine, but don't waste too much time.
It's something with this lamp, I know.
Wait a minute. From this angle, I can see the tabletop reflected in the glass. So that's how she does it. Hello again.
Hello. Would you care to attempt my challenge again?
You can drop the act, sister. I know you're cheating.
That is a very serious accusation. You may think you have discovered some chicanery, but I assure you there is none. The truth is, my results speak for
I
themselves.
had a feeling she was seeing some.
I'm leaving.
Mayfeld.
Hey. I know how that fraud is guessing everything correctly.
Really? How?
She can see the...
Of course! So what do we do now?
Let's beat her at her own game. Shoot out the lamp.
Haha, I get it. Okay, sure.
Just what in the ether do you think you're doing?
And all of a sudden she's not French anymore.
The jig is up, Lady Tichet. You're not gonna scam anyone ever again.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Híjole.
Now here's what's gonna happen. You're all gonna turn around and leave, nice and quiet like. I ever see any of you around here again, you get shot on sight. Do I make myself clear?
All due respect, we've got you outnumbered and outgunned. You're in no position to negotiate. We'll go, but first you're giving us our money back.
Fine. Take it.
Pleasure doing business. Come on, let's get back to the wagon.
Okay. I had it something she was seeing some kind of reflection somewhere. Cool. Alright. Good lord. Okie dokie.
Jake's luggage. I could put everything I own in that suitcase and it would hardly cover the bottom. Hey, Jake?
Yeah, Harley?
It was nice to spend time with that Trapper family.
With who? Oh, right, the Fentons.
I believe they were the Fortines.
Right.
How about another story?
Sure. Here's one about the time I lassoed a rabid coyote. And that's how I ended up with this scar.
If you got scratched...
Huh. There's a lady running toward the road. What the heck is she doing?
Yikes.
Madre de Dios.
I'd better see what's going on. What is it? Bandits? Highwaymen?
Worse, performers.
Good day to you, travelers.
What's so good about it then? And what are you thinking, running out in front of the wagon like that?
I apologize for the theatrics. I fear it's in my nature.
Okay, we've stopped. What do you want?
What do I want? I suppose I'm, well, desperate.
That much is clear. You running away or something?
Heavens no, I could never do that. I'm the impresario of this theater troupe. Name's Kate Hatomi. Our show opens next week, and I'd be fibbing if I said it was going well.
So I'm guessing you want us to help you in some way?
Ah, very astute. All I ask is an hour of your time. We've been rehearsing this play for so long. We're all too close to the material. We need fresh eyes and unbiased opinions. If you could but watch our rehearsal and share your honest, unvarnished impressions, you would be doing us a good turn. The performance will be gratis, of course.
Lucky for you, we've got Gentleman Jake on board. He's an expert showman.
The Gentleman Jake? Why, it would be an honor to play for him.
What do you think, Miss Johnson?
I think it sounds like an excellent chance to get a few winks. I'll park just over there. Y'all have fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself and all the Queen's Mid-Atlantic players, welcome! This is a peek behind the curtain, if you will, at a work in progress. I thank you most humbly for your indulgence and warmly invite you to share your impressions following the rehearsal. And now, please enjoy the show. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a beautiful and charming princess.
Oh, I love my land. The people are kind, the water fresh, and the days are sunny and bright.
The princess was loved and admired by everyone in the land, except one. An evil wizard coveted the kingdom and kidnapped the princess, intending to marry her and gain the throne. To ensure she could not escape, he summoned a terrifying dragon to guard her.
I mean,
however, all was not lost. For a young hero rose to the challenge.
I shall battle the dragon and save the princess. That is, if my dear mother lets me. I said, if my mother lets me, of course.
Faye, that's your cue. Faye?
oh,
Where the hell is Faye?
I don't know. Last I saw her, she was in her tent.
Oh, for crying out loud! I'm sorry, folks. I don't know what I was thinking. It's clear we won't be getting anywhere with this rehearsal. You can change out of your costume now, Dwayne. We're done here. Martina? Quentin? Same goes for you.
But I spent hours on my makeup.
And I spent months on this show! Look where that's gotten us! Everything I do to keep all this together, and you lot can't even turn up on stage now and then to hit a mark and say a few lines. Off with you, I need to think. I really must apologize for wasting your time. I knew the show needed some work. I didn't realize it wasn't fit to perform.
There must be some way we can help with the show.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Are you sure? Much as it pains me, I can't honestly say we aren't in need of help.
Certainly.
Well, I'm curious to hear your suggestions. But right now, we need to find out what's wrong with Faye. Your doctor friend went to examine her, but I think she's just having one of her tantrums. You know how actors can be. Or perhaps you don't. In which case, consider yourself lucky. I'm going back to the stage. Come see me if you have any ideas.
So, any ideas?
Perhaps. Excuse me. I'm going to have another look at the stage.
okay.
Danny and I are gonna go talk to the two fellers playing the wizard and hero. I think you should help Miss Redbird see to that Faye woman. Anyhow, we'll see if we can't get this show in halfway decent shape. Come on, Danny boy.
Alrighty then.
Someone kept a copy of a local newspaper.
Let's have a look-see here. Trying to perform Camelot in the park before bemused onlookers. August 30th, Mr. and Ms. Pierre de la Roche of Punta Blanca, their firstborn son Pierre Auguste Jean-Paul de la Roche, weighing 8 pounds 3 ounces. Yikes! In some years' time, the young Pierre de la Roche Jr., heir to the de la Roche family fortune, is sure to become the county's most eligible bachelor. He was just born. Married. Local blacksmith. Yikes, wife and 8 daughters, all unwed, now left without means of support. Well, Bennett Clark. Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
A cylindrograph. It's for playing music on wax cylinders.
Oh, another visitor. Who are you?
Harley Legere. And you are?
Faye Davies. I don't expect it's a name you've heard. And as I was explaining to your friend here, not a name I expect you'll hear very much in the future.
Mrs. Davies, I would advise moderation in regards to that brandy.
Dear girl, I understand you like to dabble in medical matters. Let me assure you that this is the only medicine that works for me.
Okay.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
Did you examine Mrs. Davies?
I did.
And what's your medical opinion?
I couldn't find anything wrong with her physically. At least nothing that an excess of brandy wouldn't explain. But she's in no state of mind to be performing.
I don't believe one needs to be a medical professional to draw that conclusion, my dear.
What's your opinion of the show?
Yes, please tell us. Don't be shy. I'd like to hear what you think.
I didn't quite understand it, actually. Perhaps it would make more sense if we had seen the whole thing.
Dear girl, I truly doubt that would have made much of a difference.
I'll see you later.
Okay, let's see what we've got here.
A few books and a collection of wax cylinders in that box. A poster for some show I've never heard of called The Dissembling Mechanism. Apparently it opened on New Year's Day. Mrs. Davies seems quite fond of this stuff. Mrs. Davies?
What is it?
How long have you been a member of this troupe?
Oh, not long at all. Less than a year. I was the last one to join.
What did you do before you were a Queen's Mid-Atlantic player?
I was with another outfit based up in Fawcett. The Davies Traveling Spectacular. 15 years we were together. Anton, my husband, was our director, and I was the star.
I was
when
a
I
star.
got too old to play the princesses and heroines, Anton would cast me as the ravishing queen. He always made sure I had a spot on center stage. 16 months ago, he passed away in a stagecoach accident. An enormous tragedy.
I'm terribly sorry.
So were we all. Anton was the fiercely beating heart of that troupe. Absolutely irreplaceable. The others couldn't imagine going on without him. So everyone just went their separate ways. Just like that, everything was gone. My heart's love, my director, my troupe, my livelihood. I'm sorry.
So, how did you come to join Miss Otomi's troupe?
Oh, the traveling theater world is quite small, you know. We all know one another and meet on the road from time to time. Kate heard what happened and wrote me a letter of condolence. We corresponded for a while. Eventually, she said she was passing by Fawcett and offered to take me in. Quite simply, she took pity on me.
What drew you to the stage?
I've known I wanted to act since I was a girl. I would put on shows for my parents and the village children. I traveled to Fawcett to audition for Anton Davies' Traveling Spectacular. He had just formed the troupe then. First, I became his star actress, and soon enough, his wife.
What can you tell me about the other players?
Oh, such sweethearts. They've taken me in like a second family. Martine, especially. She's the daughter I never had. Dwayne is a good boy, but he keeps to himself. And dear Quentin. He and I have something of a friendly rivalry. Although he can get quite competitive at times, the old ham.
Why weren't you on stage today? Is something wrong?
Something wrong. Something wrong. Exactly what aspect of my current condition would suggest to you that anything is right?
What's got you so upset?
I'm about to lose my place here, that's what. Turned out on the dusty road to fend for myself. I'm simply overcome with the sheer injustice of it all.
You think you're being dismissed? Why's that?
Oh, it's a long, long story, but what it comes down to is finances, or lack thereof. Kate has been tightening the belt lately. She says our performances haven't been attracting the crowds they once did. But even so, we aren't doing that badly. All of us have taken quite deep cuts to our usual allowance. It still doesn't seem to be enough. Naturally, I, being the most recent addition to the troupe, am the first up to the chopping block. If you ask me, something doesn't add up. I know for a fact that our run in Bois de Quivo is quite respectable, and yet apparently our financial future is dangling over the precipice by a fraying thread. It's all more than a tad suspicious.
If you were let go, what would you do?
Oh God, please don't ask me such things. I can't bear to think about it.
It's a serious question. Everyone needs a backup plan.
I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, what will I do? Kate couldn't be so heartless. Will they really just let me go? Will no one speak up for me? God, help me!
There now. I'm sure there's a solution. So you suspect Miss Hitomi is taking more than her share?
We've all suspected it for some time, but I'm the only one who's willing to speak up about it. Everyone else knows I'll be the first to go, so they keep their heads down and wait to reap my share.
You've accused Miss Hitomi?
Of course not. I haven't got any proof. But you can bet I would if I did.
I'll just leave you to it. Let's see. There are a few wax cylinders here.
We'll come back to that here in a minute. Can I take that?
Unhand that.
Okay. Come back here in a minute. Let's go here, see if we see anything.
The desk is covered in papers. Lots of notes. What a mess. Most of these seem to be show notes. Here's a list of names. Othello, Carondelet, Dissembling, Delphi. Wonder what that means.
I know Othello.
It's a poster for a musical show called Carondelet. It opened on June 2nd. Must be one of Miss Hitomi's previous shows.
Mystery at
A
Delphi.
poster for the Mystery at Delphi. Opened on November 6th. A traveling trunk. Looks like it's been quite a few places. All sorts of costumes, fake beards, and other theatrical accessories. A pair of leather boxing gloves. These might be used.
Okay.
All sorts of costumes.
Nothing. Okay. Oh my. It's alright. Hey.
Hello, Miss Martina, was it?
Winnie, relax.
Yeah, Martina Holder. I am sorry we could not finish the show for you.
No worries. My companions and I are trying to help your director make it better.
Ah, good. We do need the help.
Okay.
When did you join this troupe?
Oh, about 4 years ago. Then my English was not so good, so I did not get many parts with words, but I am getting more and more lines in the new shows.
What were you doing before joining this troupe?
I was living in Bright Bay, working as an art model. One evening, the artist I modeled for took me to the theater to one of Miss Hitomi's shows. Afterward, he told me he was leaving to go to work for a new patron in Italy. He could no longer keep me.
So he took you out to lessen the blow?
Not exactly. It turned out he knew Miss Hatomi. He had painted some backdrops for her. He took me backstage after the show and asked her to let me audition. I was shaking. I cannot even remember what I said. I had never acted before, you see. But fortunately for me, Miss Hatomi decided to take me on. Otherwise, I would have been out on the street.
I'd like to know about your castmates.
They are fine people, and I am lucky to know them. Mr. Ellis always has stories and jokes to make me laugh. He reminds me of a big bear. He's also a very fine actor, and he has performed on stages in great cities all over Europe. Dwayne is very nice, but he's also very shy. He does not speak much with me or any of the others. I have always thought it is funny that an actor is so shy, but when he is on stage, one would never know. And Mrs. Davies is like a mother to me. She cares for us very much and wants to make sure everyone is healthy and happy. Although she does nag a lot. My real mother did not nag so.
Okay.
Do you suspect that Miss Hatomi might be keeping money from you and your castmates?
What? No, never. Miss Hatomi would not do such a thing. Who has told you this? Was it Mrs. Davies?
Well, yes.
I am not surprised. I think that of all of us, she is easily the most dramatic.
Goodbye, Miss Holder.
Lovely to be speaking with you.
Okay, so hang on a second. Let's go in here.
Phil?
Harley?
What was your opinion of the performance?
It was not to my taste. However, with some improvements, it could be entertaining.
All right, see you later. Not terrible as far as props go, but it could use some extra oomph. Miss Hatomi?
Yes?
When did you put this troupe together?
As it exists now? Oh, it's been about 5 years, I should say. That's when Quentin and I came over to Vespuccia.
What were you doing before starting this troupe?
I spent some time in London, then went traveling around Europe doing this and that. Until I met Quentin.
I want to hear about your cast.
Oh, they all have their talents. They wouldn't be in my troupe otherwise. But I don't hold with talking about people behind their backs. Why don't you get to know them yourself?
Have you performed yourself, or do you stay out of the spotlight?
Me? Oh no, I haven't been on stage since Paris. Quentin and I used to do a little magic show, if you can believe it.
No fooling?
It was a very long time ago. Not worth remembering, honestly.
What do you think would make the show better?
God, where do I begin? Faye's in a black mood. Quentin thinks his character lacks depth. Martina's unintelligible. And Dwayne's swordplay doesn't even rise to the level of farce. And naturally, theater's all about imagination. But with the quality of our set and props, I fear we are asking rather too much of our audience in that department. I'm this close to packing it all in.
I had a chat with Mrs. Davies. She seems to think her position's in jeopardy.
What? Why would she think that?
Are you saying you're not planning on letting her go?
Of course not, especially not so close to opening night. What a ridiculous notion! Honestly, I don't know where Faye gets these ideas.
What can we do to make your set and props better?
The best thing we've got is the dragon head, but it's not exactly intimidating, is it? Your friend over there said he might have an idea to make it better. Honestly, at this point, I'm all ears.
Okay.
You don't think the swordplay is good enough?
Setting aside that our prop swords are as likely to crumble to bits or give the players paper cuts as they are to make it through a scene intact, it's just not very convincing or compelling. Dwayne either needs to get more adept at handling them, Or we need to rethink the whole sword thing. Thank God this play doesn't feature a real sword-fighting duel, but it does need a big climax where the hero slays the dragon. How are we supposed to do that without a sword?
You don't think the sword play is good enough?
Setting aside that our prop swords are as light, it's just not Dwayne, thank God, but it does.
Okay.
What's wrong with Quentin's character?
Not a thing! Everyone loves to hate the evil wizard. He's a guaranteed crowd pleaser. But Quentin thinks the role lacks depth, that his talents as an actor, and they are considerable, are going to waste. And yes, perhaps he has a point, but for God's sake, this is not the Royal Arcadium! We performers have a saying. There are no small roles, only small-minded, puffed-up thespians who suppose that entertaining the common man is somehow beneath them. I love Quentin, really I do, but I've had it up to here with his carping and grousing. He doesn't listen to me, but you're welcome to try bringing him down to earth if you'd like.
Okay.
What's the problem with Martina?
Weren't you listening? She doesn't so much say her lines as chew on them and cough them out. She's a sweet girl, and her physical performance is outstanding. The things she can do with just her eyes. I'm loath to cut her part or take away the few lines she already has, but unless she finds some way to magically rid herself of that blasted Teutonic accent, I may have to.
Okay.
So long.
Take care.
All right, let's see here.
What a mess. Othello,
Othello.
Carondelet, Dissembling, Delphi. It's a poster for a musical show.
2,
A poster for the
6.
A traveling trunk.
That one was the first, right?
A poster for some apparently it.
Okay. So, hold on. Let's go over here, see what we've got. Ah. Oh, look at that.
Ah, one of your companions has decided to join us.
This is Harley Legere. She used to be a performer of sorts herself, you know.
You don't say. What sort?
I was a fighter. Not sure that really counts.
My dear, if an audience paid money to come see you, that counts as performing in my book. I'm Quentin Ellis, by the by. Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Likewise. Quentin Ellis is Othello, premiering October 7th. Hey, Jake?
Yeah, Harley?
You seem quite at home among these performers.
Sure. These are my kind of people. Old Quentin and I have been trading tales about life in showbiz. You ought to stick around and have a listen. You might learn something.
How did you find the show?
Well, there's definitely room for improvement.
I'll just be on my way. Mr. Ellis seems rather versatile. Lots of notes and sketches of different costumes and disguises. Could I have a moment, Mr. Ellis?
Of course, my dear.
Oh, God.
Is it true you used to have a magic act?
Why, yes, it is. Funny, I'd almost forgotten. Katie and I briefly tried our hand at stage magic. She was quite adept at sleight of hand, but in the end, it wasn't our true métier. Too much meticulous planning and bulky, specialized equipment. No room for spontaneity and delight. No emotional connection. No, it wasn't for us. Now Katie uses the old magic trunk to store costumes.
Magic trunk.
Just how long have you been a part of this troupe?
Why, since before its inception. That is to say, Kate and I have known each other since well before this incarnation of the troupe was formed. We met in Paris, you see, back in 27.
What drew you to the stage?
Ah, the eternal question. What drew you to the ring?
Money. Found out my tolerance for pain was higher than my tolerance for hunger.
I see, an empty belly is a demanding muse indeed. For me, it was love of the art. I was born with it.
Okay, hold on. I might go through this real quick, just because there's so much.
What did you do before?
I was classically trained at the York Theatrical Academy. I performed all over England before decamping for the continent. When I met Katie, I was touring Europe playing before the crowned heads. Why, my performance as Othello received a standing ovation from Archduke Hubert of Austria.
Othello's hard.
Paris, you say? What was that like?
Ah, those were the days, wild and carefree. We found welcome from a public receptive to our more experimental forays. Nothing like the audiences you find here, mind. Dusty farmers and unlettered cowpokes, the lot of them.
I'd like to know about the others in your troupe.
Fishing for nasty gossip, are we? Unless you have a couple of glasses and a bottle or two of very good liquor stashed somewhere about your person, you won't be getting any of that from me.
Okay.
Truly, they are good people. Granted, we have our... It's true that none of them...
Okay.
Miss Hitomi said something about you being...
Oh, the evil wizard is a stock villain. He wants to rule the king, but why? Drama comes from a rich depth of character. Complexity, not caricature. I need something I can work with, something to sink my teeth into.
What if Jake and I came up with a better history for your character?
Do you think you could?
Sure. Harley's got the gift of writing, and I've been known to spin a yarn or two.
Very well. I must admit I'm curious to see what you come up with. Why does the wizard want to rule the kingdom?
Maybe the king once made him look like a fool.
Sure, and he's held a grudge this whole time.
I suppose it must have been quite a humiliation. So it's a revenge story then. All right, but why does he kidnap the princess?
He needs money, so he hopes to get a ransom for her.
A wizard needing money? Couldn't he just magic some up?
Oh, he's a wizard, not an alchemist. I reckon he has to go to the bank like everybody else.
And how does the dragon fit into all this?
It's the wizard's main weapon. Anyone bothers him and they get burned.
You have some unusual ideas, but I'm not sure they all quite fit together. Perhaps you should give it a bit more.
Okay,
I heard a rumor that Miss Hitomi might...
Poppy! I'll bet fate. I have known Katie long...
Appreciate
the pleasure.
I'll come back and we'll deal with that here in a minute, because I just don't want to go through all that. Because I want to go through this crap, too.
Hey, Dan.
Yes, Holly.
You fellas talking about anything interesting?
Dwayne's showing me his stunt sword play. He's supposed to battle the dragon at the end of the play. I've tried giving him a few pointers, but it's not going so great.
What did you think?
If one of Jake's shows went that way, I'd be looking for another job.
Talk to you later, Danny.
See you.
Okay, so let's see something here.
Hey there.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing with...
Practicing. I didn't get to do my big fight scene with the dragon.
That sword seems to be giving you some trouble.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time getting the hang of it. The balance on this thing is terrible, and I'm always afraid of breaking it. I never liked working with prop weapons. But as long as we're doing medieval romances, I guess I'm stuck with this sword.
How do you feel about boxing?
Excuse me.
I'd be happier doing any kind of unarmed fighting style, really. But how am I supposed to box a dragon?
With style and panache, that's how. It's all about confidence. And I have a feeling you'd look much more confident without that sword.
You don't think the audience would be confused?
It's your job to make them believe it. They just want a good show.
I don't know. we've never done a boxing scene. I don't really know a lot about the form.
I used to do some boxing back in the day. Could show you some moves if you like.
Heck, sure, why not? This whole sword thing clearly isn't working for me. But I'd rather not do it bare knuckle. Not really into the whole suffering from my art thing.
Right. How did you end up on board with the...
Oh, I met Miss Hitomi and Mr. Ellis snuck out of the house to Miss. So, after they packed up for the night, that was Mr. Ellis spoke up. Now, Katie, my dear, you...
How did you know...
I always liked lit. Used to practice. Ma didn't.
What were you doing?
Working on my parents' farm. It was a rough life. No glamour, no opportunity to... And my father was very strict. All he wanted was for me to marry our neighbor's daughter so I would inherit his land and grow our family's holdings. Eventually, I realized I would die if I stayed any longer. My soul would die anyway, so I left.
What do you...
Some days I hate them. We're Mr. Ellis and Miss Hitomi. Dear boy, you must make more... I'll leave the boy. And Miss Day, are you comfortable?
So that would make Martina...
No. Not quite.
Are you sweet on Martina?
With all due respect, that's none of your concern, ma'am.
Say, you're good.
Oh, thanks. Used to get me in a lot of trouble. Oh, sure, I've heard. Miss Hitomi takes good care of us.
Thanks.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, so hold on a minute. Here, have these.
I found some...
Oh,
Danny, how'd you like to help out?
Sure.
Excuse me.
First, your stance is all wrong. Stagger your feet, 1 foot in front, weight evenly balanced, knees slightly bent. Good. Now, show me what you can do. Not bad. Not bad. Try not to let your elbow flare out, Dwayne. Protect the ribs. I think you boys are getting the hang of it.
Okay, so there's that. He wants a drink, so let me do this. Search. There's some about, I think.
I'll leave.
This one. This was the first song I learned in English, you know.
You don't say. How does it go?
All of the little maidens go strolling along. All of the little boys come to sing them a song. All of the little children start dancing in line. And all of them have such a wonderful time. All have a wonderful time.
Interesting. Her accent all but disappears when she sings.
Okay, so this is a magic one, right?
All sorts of cost. All sorts. A brass button. Mr. Ellis said this was Miss Hitomi's old magic. Maybe these buttons aren't just for decoration.
Oh, hold on a second, because that was it, the Othello. Hold on a second here. Because it's like a Othello, and it was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Oops. 2, 1, 6. Bingo.
Fantastic. Quite a bit of cash in here. So Miss Hitomi is skimming off the profits? Perhaps that book might shed some light on things. I'd better take...
Okay, so let's look here.
Huh. It seems Miss Hitomi's keeping the extra money to invest in the show. She calls it a rainy day fund, and she has a separate space for emergency salary reserve. So Mrs. Davies was wrong. I ought to show her this. Maybe it'll calm her down.
Okay, so we'll show her that. you, where'd my thing go? There we go. Select, there you go.
I found this ledger in Miss Hitomi's trunk, along with some cash.
So I was right. This is exactly the proof I was looking for.
It's not quite what you think. Look at the entries.
Rainy Day Fund. Emergency Salary Reserve. Why, she isn't keeping this for herself.
She's setting it aside to help you all.
Oh dear, how embarrassing. What a fool I've been.
We all make mistakes. So now that you know your position is safe, will you get on stage and perform?
Yes, of course. Thank you for clearing up this misunderstanding. I really do appreciate it.
Okay, so can I take that?
I don't think...
So we got that, so I can give it to what's-his-face. She's got that. Can I talk to her again?
Miss Holder?
Yeah?
I must say, you've got a beautiful singing voice.
Oh, why thank you.
I couldn't help but notice how clearly your words come out in song.
Yeah, you are not the first to say this to me. I cannot explain it. It is just something which happens.
Say, I've just had a crazy idea. Rather than speaking your lines, why not sing them?
Sing them? That is an interesting thought, but would it not be strange?
Strange? Haven't you ever heard of opera?
But if only I am singing and no one else?
It's a little unorthodox, sure, but isn't that what art is all about? Being expressive, doing the unexpected. I think it will really bring some emotion to the role. It'll be like your character is too pure to just say words. The feeling is so strong she has to sing them.
Yeah, I think I see what you are saying. Very well. I will try this next time.
Goodbye, Miss Holder.
Lovely to be speaking with you.
Okay, so we got that down and taken care of. I think he's got that down with the mitts.
Keep at it. Doing great. He's busy right now.
Okay, so that's good. Got that. I've got booze. Hold on.
Ugh, I said good liquor, my dear, not that swill Fey drinks.
Oh, lordy. I mean, it's all liquor. Let's see here.
Phil?
Harley?
Had any
Yes, this dragon head is amusing, but with some pyrotechnics, it could really impress a crowd.
You want to make it breathe fire?
Ah, indeed. Far more effective, wouldn't you agree?
Definitely. But how do you intend to pull it off?
I can rig it up quite easily, but I need a fuel source.
Like the accelerant I gave you for your detonator.
Precisely.
Remind...
Some...
Alright.
Okay, so hold on, I got... Go.
Here.
Yes, this will work. Excuse me, I must go backstage and set up the prop.
Okay. So we've got that. So he won't... Well, we had that at least. Let's see if we
Could I have a...
Let's see.
Let's...
All right, why does the wizard...
Let's see.
He doesn't want to rule. He wants to save the kingdom.
Yeah, in his mind, he's the real hero.
Oh, intriguing.
There we go.
A subversion of our expectations. All right, but why does he kidnap the princess?
He's smitten with her and wants to make her his bride.
Yes, that's usually the case, isn't it? And how does the dragon fit into all this?
The wizard wants to tame the dragon and harness its power to serve the kingdom.
Ah, I see. So truly he's just misunderstood. It's all a bit conventional, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus.
Just the usual tropes. Where's the depth? Perhaps you should give it...
Oh my god.
Let's...
Or why?
He has humble origins, but always...
Yeah, it's been his...
Ah, yes. All right, but why?
He's actually keeping...
Unexpected. I like it. And how does the dragon fit into all this?
The dragon is the wizard's mother, transformed by a spell he can't break.
Unless he feeds the princess to her.
Oh my, this certainly took a turn. You have some unusual... Perhaps you...
Oh my god. This is driving me crazy.
All right, why does the wizard want to rule the kingdom?
This is driving me nuts. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can figure this out. Oh, my eyeball. Hold on.
He's just plain...
All right.
He
And how did...
I'm just going through this.
It's the...
It's all just... Perhaps you... The pleasure...
Okay, there's something here. Let's see. This newspaper. Something. Wizard. Because it's something about whatever happened to him and whatever was in... Wizard. Lamplight City Expo Disaster. Protection, taming, salvation. Okay, so apparently these are the clues. So, I don't know. Wizard, disaster. Protection, taming, salvation, which I can't even read my own writing anymore. Because let's try this again.
Could I have a...
Oh.
Here we
Let's take another...
All right. Why does the...
I guess...
He doesn't...
Yeah.
Oh, all right, but...
Kidnaps a... He wants to
He's
protect her.
actually keeping her safe.
And how...
Tame?
The wizard wants to tame...
Yes, yes. Oh, this is a much more interesting and complex figure. The wizard is human, like any of us. He has his own needs and desires. He is conflicted. He strives to do the right thing, however. This...
Think nothing of it. Appreciate the chat.
The pleasure...
Okay, so we got all that, right? I think we got this down.
Miss it.
Yeah?
I think you can try a second rehearsal now. Positive. Let's get this show going.
Okay, so let's see if this actually works.
Once upon a time, in a far...
How I love my land. The people are kind, the water fresh, and the day sunny and bright.
The princess was loved. An evil wizard coveted the kingdom and kidnapped the princess, intending to marry her and gain the throne.
Hark! You may think me evil, but wait until you discover my true intentions.
To ensure she could not escape, he summoned a terrifying dragon to guard her.
Woo!
However, all was not lost. for a young hero rose to the challenge.
I shall battle the dragon and save the princess. That is, if my
dearest boy, proud.
Fear not, mother.
Okay, we're going to blow through this because.
And so the brave lad rode to the castle and confronted the mighty dragon.
Foul beast! Your end is nigh!
Womp womp.
With the dragon defeated, our brave hero rescued the princess and vanquished the wizard.
Curses! My plans have been foiled.
Oh, my brave son has returned.
Ah, your highness, I am smitten by your beauty. Will you marry me?
Yes, yes, gladly will I marry you. And they lived happily ever after.
Until their first fight.
Well, at least we made it through to the end that time. Your fix has made a big difference. It's given me a lot to consider. Quentin has offered to do some rewrites. I'm sure he'll get us in good shape by next week.
Well, there you go.
Glad to be of service.
I'm curious to know how it all turns out. Send me a note at the Rosewater Post after you premiere.
Gladly. We should be on our way. Miss Johnson has surely awoken from her nap by now.
True enough. Break a leg next week, Miss Hitomi.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Okay, well that was easy enough. Jesus.
We did what we could for Miss Hitomi and her folk.
Please tell me who's moved.
In the end, they formed a strange kind of family, and they seem determined to keep on going. We've kept on going too. The oppressive, arid heat is beginning to give way to fresh breezes and forested slopes as we leave the desert scrub behind and cross into the mountains. Onward and upward.
Okay. Let me check one thing here before we get, okay.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
Did you get a chance to speak with Mrs. Fortine?
I did, for a short while.
What did she have to say?
Oh, she was just curious about my background. Told me about hers, that sort of thing. It was a nice conversation.
Think Miss Hitomi's show will be a success?
I'd like to think so. We certainly left it better than when we found it.
Phil?
Harley?
How do you...
I believe it has a chance to succeed. If nothing else, the new pyrotechnics for the dragon will distract the audience from the acting.
We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
We're slowing down again.
Do my eyes deceive me?
What is it?
That establishment by the roadside. It is flying the flag of New Spain. Come, Harley. Let us have a look inside. Ándale. Now we are talking. Come, let us have a drink, Harley.
Sure. Be right there.
Okay, so it's been about an hour. It seems like a good place to stop for the time being before I continue on with the story anyway. Because the traveling road show or whatever it was wore me out. Anyway, we'll leave this off here and then I will come back and we'll continue on with the story on the next episode. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to chomp down that like button if you did like it. Leave a comment down below with any other game suggestions as well as recommendations for small queer-owned businesses as it is Pride Month. Also, make sure to check out the Queer Liberation Library, your local library, if that's available to you. And also, I have several books myself that are of the Ligue persuasion. So they'll have links to all that and down below in the description box. I apologize, I'm it's not working right today. Anyway, share this channel with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already to see other videos that I've done. I will see you all in the next one.